Hey, what's up, fellow boxing fans? Yeah, this is my 77th, I think, prediction video. Yeah, well, let's go. I didn't do last weekend because there just weren't so many exciting fights. And I kind of felt like taking a break, from boxing in general. Okay, well, there are two cards this weekend that's upcoming that I will cover. And the first one is in Ekaterinburg in Russia on Saturday. And the first fight is between Zolani Tete, who I am a fan of, and Mikhail Aloyan. Yes, it's a defense. Tete is the defending champion of the WBO bantamweight. Yeah, this is kind of interesting fight on paper. Even though this guy Aloyan, he's from Armenia but based in Russia. He's only had like 4 fights so far, and I don't really know why he is the mandatory to Tete because he has no knockouts so far. But I don't know really. He has defeated a couple of guys with undefeated records, but it was by a split decision both times. Alexander Espinoza and from Nicaragua, and Hermogenes Elizabeth Castillo. So this guy, he's got a 3-star rating on BoxRec, and so he's the definite underdog here, of course, the outsider. I think, but perhaps, I don't know, maybe he is a good defensive fighter. But Tete is, of course, a heavy favorite to win here after defeating Omar Andres Narvaez in his last fight and also scoring a knockout in one round in the fight before that. So when he won the full WBO title, and he also defeated Arthur Villanueva, a very good fighter. Yeah, Tete is a lot taller than well, yeah, than Aloyan. Aloyan is just under 5'5", so he's 4.5 inches shorter. Yeah, this is a little tough to predict because I don't know anything about Aloyan, but that's the challenge, and I think Tete perhaps should be able to stop this guy. I think, and if he doesn't, who knows what can happen? I think he will win anyway, either by decision or by some kind of stoppage. So Tete is the favorite, clear favorite. But who knows what can happen. But I wouldn't really count on Aloyan making an upset here. Yes, and then there is a fight between Andrew Tabiti and Ruslan Pfeiffer. Both guys are undefeated. But I have heard of Tabiti before, and he scored a knockout against Latif Coyote in May. He also beat Steve Cunningham, so he is, just a more accomplished fighter so far. And Ruslan Pfeiffer, it is a cruiserweight fight, of course. This guy Pfeiffer, the only names I can kind of recognize on his record are Cesar David Krantz, but he's a weak contender. I know he was destroyed by Usyk in one of his early fights, and then there's Fulgencio Zuniga, but he is really a super middleweight, so he's a washed up and blown up cruiserweight. This guy Pfeiffer is 6 feet, while Tabiti is 6'1". There's a half-inch actually advantage for Tabiti. And let's see, I don't know how big reach this guy Pfeiffer has. Yeah, I think it will be a rather good fight. I mean, these guys from Russia are known to be tough and game fighters, and they don't usually take the easy way out, in a fight and that stuff. So yeah, but I don't know really. Tabiti can punch definitely, and Pfeiffer, he's got 16 KOs in 23 wins, so I guess he too is a good puncher. He doesn't have, as I said, many victories over people that are kind of a bit known in the sport. So I think it will be a brawl, certainly, and I favor Tabiti to win. Well, perhaps by a KO. I'm not sure, but maybe yeah, or by some kind of decision. If he scores a knockout, I think it will be most likely in one of the first 8 rounds, because he doesn't have any stoppages after the 6th round. Tabiti, yeah, and Pfeiffer also. He actually doesn't have any after round 4, it seems. Yeah, 5. Sorry. So there you go. Tabiti is the favorite here, definitely. And then this fight is for the World Boxing Association Continental Super Middleweight title between the unknown undefeated Vladimir Shishkin with 7-0 and Najib Mohammedi. He's a kind of a veteran that most of you have heard of probably. Yeah, Shishkin is a puncher, definitely, while Mohammedi, he just recently lost a very disputed decision to Fedor Chudinov, and that was in Russia, so props to him for being willing to fight there again. He was knocked out by Alexander Gvozdyk and Sergey Kovalev, but that was a light heavyweight, and yeah, also before that his other KO loss was against a light heavyweight, Dmitry Sukhotsky, and he lost to Nathan Cleverly. So, but he has a couple of victories that are decent anyway. Yeah. While Shishkin, he's as I said, got 4 knockouts so far, and he defeated Sergey Kamitsky, or Sergey, by TKO, who was rather old, and yeah. Well, I think perhaps Mohammedi's experience may be the decisive factor here, and but I don't know if he will get the decision again. I hope so, if he deserves it. So Um, as I said, he hasn't really lost at this weight for a long time anyway. I don't know, his first loss, what weight was that? Maybe that was also light heavyweight. So I don't know, I think Mohammedi may win this. But unless this guy Shishkin, he proves to be really, the next big thing anyway. So I kind of favor Najib Mohammedi here. Slightly anyway, on points. Yeah, well, that was the Russian card. Let's see. There is also the British card. Where was it now? It disappeared. Oh yeah. Sorry, I have to use the telephone. Yeah, the British card doesn't have any really significant fights, but two are kind of, you know, just kind of significant. Glenn Foote and Robbie Davis Jr. It's for the vacant British super lightweight title and the Commonwealth super lightweight title as well. And Glenn Foote, I think he is the defending Commonwealth champion. Yeah. Well, Foote, he's 23, 3-0 with 7 KOs. Robbie Davis from Liverpool, he's 16-1 with 12 KOs. So he definitely is the one with power here. He only lost once to Mikhail Sirovatka. It was a late stoppage, but he then scored another last round stoppage against the same guy in the rematch. I don't know really, it's not easy to judge these guys. I mean, sometimes they may score, these punchers score a big victory, but then, they kind of just fail against someone else who is a better technician, that sort of thing. I think perhaps, well, I don't know if Foote is that much better anyway as a boxer, because he is lost to some guys like Josh Leder and Akeem Ennis Brown. Yeah. So I think I would favor Robbie Davis Jr. here. Yeah. Most likely. Perhaps by a stoppage, I don't know. A late one. Yeah. Let's say that TKO 11 or 12 for Robbie Davis Jr. Yes. And then there is just one more fight there I would like to cover. It's between Luis Ritson and Francesco Patera. It's for the vacant European lightweight title. Yeah. Luis Ritson is this undefeated guy from Newcastle. And yeah, he beat Paul Hyland Jr. by a first round knockout and Scott Cardle by a second round knockout. That was his most significant. He's really been on a roll, He also stopped Joe Murray in the first round and Robbie Barrett in the seventh. So, this guy can fight definitely, Luis Ritson. He's very highly rated. Also, BoxRec gives him 4.5 stars. And this guy, Patera, he's already got 3 losses, 19 victories. He resides in Belgium. he lost to Ivan Mendy and Sean Dahl. He beat Eddie Stutley, but then he lost to him as well. He's not a puncher. He got 7 KOs in 19 victories, but he's not been stopped. He's never been stopped yet, and he's got 3 stars rating. Well, this might go the distance, perhaps, I don't know. Since Ritson has scored 8 straight stoppage victories, well, I don't know, this guy will be perhaps kind of more difficult for him to stop. Yeah. Then Paul Hyland and Scott Cardle. I mean, Cardle, he has been a good boxer, a good technician, but I guess he has been sleeping a little bit lately. Yeah. So yeah, I think Lewis Ritson wins, either on points or by some kind of knockout, some kind. Yeah, probably after the 6th round it can happen anytime, most likely. So yeah, that was all for now. Thanks for watching and bye bye.